Calls are echoing all around Washington, D.C. for the social media outlet Bluesky to be shut down. Investigations likely on the way. And before you say, no way, listen, the United States is taking over TikTok later this week if President Trump is to be believed. So, why not 2 major platforms instead of just one? Some might call it the parlor effect. Today we'll show you just how bad it has gotten at Bluesky and the reason why. This was always going to happen.
He had a text message exchange, he the suspect, with another individual, in which he claimed that he had an opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and he was going to do it because of his hatred for what Charlie stood for.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pro Channel. It is a good time every time you're here with us, where the truth with a capital T is served up on a platter of chatter, hot, fresh, and ready to go every single time. Another video of excellence, you betcha, and let's get to it. First, click the like button and drop a comment down below. Let us know, did you ever try out, did you ever investigate Bluesky? No, not the way the feds are going to, but we bet they are. They're probably already investigating. From Grums, Mark Kern, one of the most important voices in gaming and one of the most important developers in gaming. Some of you have asked me before too, like, when I say that about Mark Kern, why do we say he's one of the most important? Well, the guy kind of made sure that Diablo 2 came out, StarCraft came out, World of Warcraft came out. He was the project lead on the original World of Warcraft. Yeah, he's important, I believe. He says this: Bluesky went into overdrive. Many accounts posting that he was Republican. He was one of your own lie. They're pretty quiet today. Now, if you think that sanity suddenly descended down upon Bluesky, the ultra crazy woke social media alternative to X, think again. Those folks over there didn't suddenly get a transformation from their ravenous form into a more placated style of tranquility. No, not at all. It's that Bluesky is freaking out. And they've got to start shutting down the stuff that's going to get them in deep doo-doo. Here's what the head of the FBI director, Kash Patel, said on Fox News about the situation. We'll play it for you, and then we'll get to the Bluesky reactions. You ready for this?
And one more point on forensics. We were able to obtain in record time the text message.
By the way, I'm playing this so that you can hear what he has to say. You can see that the video is from TMZ. We think TMZ is a ghoulish, just sludge-filled place, and I apologize that it's on the screen right now. TMZ, the ones who laughed and cheered when they heard about the tragedy. TMZ, right? No, thank you. We don't like TMZ. I just want to put that out there. We got to cover what Kash Patel is saying. Fox is using a TMZ feed. Shame on Fox for doing so. Here we go.
Chain between the suspect and his live-in partner, as well as other critical cellular information from our CAS team that analyzes cell phone data towers in the area to pinpoint the locations of the suspect and other individuals he was speaking with. This is critical information that the FBI processed and got to prosecutors so they can lawfully use it in a court of law. And our investigation, our interviews continue, but we've learned some shocking things when we spoke to his family and friends as well.
You want to share them? Those shocking things?
Sure. And my job as FBI director is not to speak to motive, is to speak to the facts. And that's what I'm going to do. His family has collectively told investigators that he subscribed to left-wing ideology, and even more so in these last couple of years. And he had a text message exchange, he the suspect, with another individual, in which he claimed that he had an opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and he was going to do it because of his hatred for what Charlie stood for.
I'm going to pause it there. I'm just to say, here's what's going to happen with the investigations we're talking about. Whether it's TikTok or Bluesky or Discord or Reddit, the FBI needs to get in there and break up these cells. And I'm using that word specifically on purpose with intentionality. Cells. Now, you may remember that from, the war on terror, right? Remember the talk about all these cells that had to be broken up. I'm using it on purpose, folks. If these groups out there dressing as fur balls and having all kinds of miscreant interactions with one another of a romantic nature while dressed up as discount Chuck E. Cheese from the Spirit Halloween store, that's a normal group A. Hey, honey, what are you going to do tonight? Oh, I'm going to dress up like a cartoon chipmunk and get it on with some obese man across the street. Yeah, that's normal. All right, so if that's what these people are doing, and they're violent at the same time, and they were talking with one another about what they were planning to do, and if there was any kind of advanced knowledge or any kind of cheering it on, get in there and break it up. Break up these groups and send them to jail. Anybody who knew this was going to happen and cheered it on, send them to jail. Go to jail, bye-bye, behind bars, have a good time, enjoy the bologna sandwiches. They're not going to be fried, no mayo on the bologna sandwich. That's too nice for you. So that's what needs to happen. And of course, this is not going well for the blue skyers. Libs of TikTok has this, and we're not putting anybody's identity out there. These are just the usernames. Do Matt Walsh next. Now get Matt Walsh. Do Matt Walsh. Do Matt Walsh. Talks about Trump. Trump next. Do Trump next. Find out who these are. Raid Blue Sky. Find out who they are. Go get them before they get you. These are intolerant, sub-civilized humans who have not been properly brought into the world. They wish for death. They're death cultists. Send them to jail. And you can say, well, they haven't done anything yet. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have. They are calling for the ending. They are calling for the deletion of other people. They are calling for the continuing of what we just saw. Arrest them. Arrest them for threats. Get them. Put them away. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to have to worry about the idea that I'm walking amongst them. I want them gone. And you say, Pro, we can't do that. We don't have enough jail space. Build more jails. Build more. I'm so sorry that we've created a system. I'm so sorry the last 10, 15, 20 years has created a society where we need more jails, but whatever. You need more asylums? Okay, build them. You need more padded walls? Well, you know what? China's economy is kind of suffering. Get them started on the pillows. Mike Lindell will do it for you, right? He'll make you some pillows. My pillows, padded ceilings and floors for these people. Now, this was always going to happen on Blue Sky, and it is rampant, as we shared with you yesterday. Blue Sky has shut down portions of the search feature that would allow you to discover these people. Over on CNBC, I'm going to read you an article that was from August before this happened, because I want you to understand why this was always going to play out this way. Blue Sky was always going to be a festering cesspool, a sewer system of terrible, nasty, awful, bad ideas. Okay? Here's why it was always going to be this way. And by the way, Blue Sky is 100 times worse than Parler ever could have imagined. They shut down Parler for nothing. That was the social media app before X was taken over by Elon. Remember, Parler was the place that people were going to have the ability to speak in an uncensored way. They shut that down. Blue Sky, you need to go bye-bye. Okay? Because you're dangerous. Blue Sky CEO, I turned a Twitter research project into a rival company. We've achieved what a lot of people said was impossible. Okay? This is her. This is Jay Graber, the CEO of Blue Sky. Jay Graber, okay? She looks very young. All right? Here's what Jay Graber, what she is. It says, then a 30-year-old software engineer, her only experience running a company came at the helm of a small marginal project called Happening, an events-focused social media platform she founded in 2019. Her pathway to her current job was unconventional. She was originally hired by Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey to run an internal research project called Blue Sky. The vision essentially was an open-source, decentralized version of Twitter where individual moderators unaffiliated with either company could host their own versions of the social media platform, each with their own rules around content moderation, data privacy, and censorship. So then she took that internal project somehow, without getting in trouble for it, and spun it off into Blue Sky, which was a project owned by Twitter, now X. She spun this off and created her own thing, and all the wackadoodles of the world, all the dangerous sociopaths went on over there with her, including Mark Hamill, who, I don't know, is Robert De Niro over there yet? He should be. So Jay Graber, she's never run anything except some little bitty itsy bitsy project called The Happening. This person has no expertise, has no history, has no acumen to do the kind of thing that she's doing, which is to run a giant social media platform, which is now calling for the ending of people all over the country. She's in over her head. She's underwater. And this is what happens when we have people who are incompetent and not ready given the opportunity to run something, and they're foolish. They don't understand what they're doing. And Bluesky is too late to the game now to say, hey, we know we said we wanted all of you over here, but we didn't mean that we wanted you to, call for death. We know you've been doing that since we started, but stop it now, stop it. She's not competent enough to do that. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to demean. Just telling you, she is not the kind of person to lead this sort of thing. Jack Dorsey wasn't either, in my opinion. You got to have really smart, wise people who have some wisdom. These people don't have wisdom. They're too much into a violent form of kumbaya, whatever that means. Now, what's going to happen to Bluesky? Well, I want to show you this because this is just breaking, literally just breaking today from the Hill. The Trump administration in China appeared to have agreed to a deal that would keep TikTok running in the United States. President Trump suggested the deal in a morning social media post. Testing the deal was reached on a certain company that young people in our country very much wanted to save. They will be very happy. Scott Benson said both parties have agreed to a framework on TikTok. Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping will meet Friday to finalize it. What's the deal, folks? Essentially, this is going to be fully U.S. owned and operated now. No more China influence on TikTok. No more coming in there and polluting and colluding with the worst among us to propagandize the minds of our children and our young people. Hey, Bluesky, you're coming up next. It's not going to work the same way. You're not going to be taken over in the same way. Bluesky, bet the feds are already in there. What do you bet? Bet you got some splaining to do, Bluesky. I bet so. And you know what? You should be, if you wanted to know, like if that CEO was going to be okay, and if Bluesky was not going to go away, you know what you would hear instead of them blocking the ability to investigate this stuff? You would hear that they were deleting and banning massive numbers of users. But it's a catch-22 for Bluesky. Because if they ban all these crazy people, they won't have anybody left at Bluesky. At least not many. Folks, that is the video for this afternoon. What's going to happen to Bluesky? Will the investigations result in Bluesky going down? I don't know how much farther down you can go than where Bluesky is, but yeah, I think Congress is going to look into this. I think that the private sector and public companies ended Parler for about 100 times less than what Bluesky's been involved in for a very long time. Double standard's going to have to end, or else legislation's going to have to come in, and maybe the executive branch too, and then the judicial, right? Because that's how it works before you go to jail. Folks, that's where we'll leave it. Like, share, subscribe, click it, stick to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, until the next time, we have the joy, the honor, and the privilege of spending time with you. Keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Clickbait, fraud, drama queen. Ugh, I wish there was a channel that was 5 to 6 minute news reads without the drama, frauds, and clickbait that could accurately let me know the current news, providing my crucial context utilizing all the different That Park Place contributors and creators.
Well, stupid. There is. It's the That Park Place YouTube channel, which will be going live real soon, so make sure you're subscribed, so you can really stick it to the algorithms.
You're joking.
Nope.